Testimony continues in the murder trial of the former Illinois deputy accused of killing Sonya Massey in her home last year. Sean Grayson took the stand in his own defense this morning, and he recalled the night of the shooting, stating he believed Massey was threatening to throw a pot of boiling water on him. So prosecutors asked Grayson about his account of the shooting, which was written several days after Massey was killed. Grayson's partner, the night of the shooting, already testified last week saying he was not afraid of Massey. Instead, he was afraid of Grayson. Grayson faces a maximum of life in prison for 3 counts of first-degree murder. Anna Schechter, senior coordinating producer with CBS News Crime and Public Safety Unit, joining us live now. Anna, how shocking was it that Grayson actually took the stand?
Well, I was really surprised this morning. We thought maybe he might, just to give his state of mind, but then boom, 9:05 a.m. he sat in that chair, and we were all, who have been following this case so closely, just really shocked. Wow, Sean Grayson himself is on the stand right now testifying after all of these witnesses have been explaining that Sonya Massey was actually not a threat. So this was a very big moment for those of us who have been following this case now for more than a year.
So Grayson said he used his gun rather than a taser because it would have been ineffective during the incident. So a use of force expert also testified that Grayson's decision was justified. So talk about that part of the testimony.
Sure, it's a great question because this was actually new information. We know from the reports filed right after, or in the month after this event, that he said he felt threatened by that boiling pot of water. But we never knew he was even considering or thought about potentially using a taser instead of a gun. He was asked this question on the stand today, and he said that he was worried that a taser wouldn't work because a taser has to go through clothing and actually clutch onto the skin, essentially. That's how it works. And that he says that he actually took the time to think that through and realized a taser wouldn't work and instead used a gun. So we'll see how a jury reacts to that, if they believe that. But that jumped out at me today because I've never seen any discussion of a taser being used. But yes, you're absolutely right that the defense did call a use of force expert to the stand who said that Grayson was acting in self-defense and de-escalating the situation by firing that firearm because of that pot of boiling water. That was his take, and the defense is leaning heavily into that. That is essentially their entire defense.
Anna Schechter.